have been to my constituency, and I also have supporters, a few supporters of Baba, and I asked them, look, we initially, especially with the bipartisan approach, you were so vocal on matters of cost of living and whatever, but on the bipartisan issue, it's like the cost of living has not been an issue to what Baba has been talking about. And that's the most interesting. But they say, look, for as long as Baba is happy, we are happy. You know, Baba has some people who just believe in him. They can even sleep hungry for as long as Baba is getting everything. And that is why when he joined the government in the last regime, he himself, and was even had an appointment from the government side, none of their members complained. He was so happy himself, to the extent that when he was relieved, despite the fact he initially said it's me who asked to be relieved, it later on came out that he's complaining that the president, the current president, had him fired from that. So he would be happy if we even continued to be still the infrastructure representative for Africa and whatever. That is Baba for you. Baba just speaks for himself. But the unfortunate bit is that there are people who are happy. They are just happy if Baba gets everything. And the point is very clear. They want to push for whatever reason to get anything. And they know very well, look, in the last commission, they had 4 against 3. They lost, isn't it? When they nominated literally. Now, what magic is there with this selection panel that will give them somebody, because they are looking for somebody to assist them. Not even about the balance. If it was balanced, they would have raised those issues in the last IBC commissioners. But what is there? Definitely they are not going to win this election through the selection panel, through the IBC commissioners. Because they have gone through a situation where they had them and they still lost. But they've been now, and I think you can see it very clearly. They are saying we need to expand the mandate. We need to discuss more, not just about IBC. You see, bringing in the issues of servers, which they know very well will not help, but probably they think if they push so hard, then they'll be given that opportunity to join the government.
So they begin their barazas today.
Please tell them.
They begin their barazas today.
Hakuna handshake, hakuna nusu mkate.
Let's
move on with this campaign. I think where the religious groups should come in, because you had mentioned something about the religious groups. Where were these religious groups when this Cherera 4 were being nominated? Where were these religious groups when a packet of unga was 250?
And Cherera 4 passed through Parliament. Let us
exactly. But it passed through Parliament, of course. But you know, it was Parliament is a question of numbers. You know, it's a question of numbers, and then sometimes people think that it favors me, and if you are the majority, then you pass it despite the fact that you think it is wrong, and it went. But we've clearly shown that if you are to become the president, it is the Kenyans, the voters, who actually matter. But about these religious groups, where were they? Where have they been? You see, if there is a point that the religious groups should come in, and we are very religious in Kenya, it is for them to tell their congregants on Sundays, and for us Muslims to tell our congregants 5 times in a day, including Friday, where we have bigger, to tell them, look, it is a sin to destroy somebody's property. This is what the religious groups should be doing. Of course, it is provided for in the Constitution for people to picket and demonstrate, but tell them seriously, if you go out there and destroy somebody's property, somebody is killed because of you, then you have sinned, and I think you should not come back to this church because you are going against. And it is there in the Bible, it is there in the Quran. But they leave these people go out, destroy people's property, and then now come and say something has to be. There's something that they can do, you know. Otherwise, where we are heading to, let the Baba Raila have his meetings today and tomorrow and every day. For as long as they are peaceful, you see, for as long as they are peaceful, they'll be heard. If there's anything useful out of what they are saying, we'll pick it. But for sure, in a democracy, if you lose, you cannot actually execute your mandate. They had promised people 6,000 shillings per person. Those
we should try some other time.
Us, we said we are going to give hustler money. Our hustler money is there because we're in government. They cannot tell us now we have to give out also the 6,000 because it was in their manifesto. They had talked of the subsidies, you see. They know very well they didn't work. That was their manifesto. It is not in ours. We cannot go their way.